this way, so thank you very much, but no thank you. That kind of thought process, that kind of bravado actually helped the movie get made. When you stop asking permission and start just taking destiny in your own hands, things kind of fall into place like that.
The opening clip is from a 1992 interview of critically acclaimed director Quentin Tarantino, known for movies such as The Hateful Eight, Pulp Fiction, and Inglourious Basterds, to name a few. At the time, he released the movie Reservoir Dogs, a crime thriller about the events that take place directly after a heist gone wrong. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it, as it shows you who the visionary that Tarantino was before he became the well-established director that he is today. One of the challenges of any writer is to get people to see your vision, and Reservoir Dogs faced the same. Tarantino expressed how producers wanted certain changes that forced him to walk away from getting the movie made earlier, as it would compromise his vision towards what he was looking to do.
But all my projects were. I think it was just I had the bravado that I could make this movie anyway. I couldn't have made it for 30,000. I had 30,000. I could have made it that way. So I didn't have to compromise. I didn't have to take any steps backwards. I had bravado when I walked into people's office. And when they look at the script, well, we don't like this, and can you change the third act, and can you put a lady in it? Well, all that stuff. I was like, well, I can't. This is the movie I want to make, and I can make it over here this way. So thank you very much, but no thank you. That kind of.
I like the word bravado. The ability to be bold to a point where your confidence is worn on your chest like a knight's armor. And we see that in filmmakers like Tarantino. He has been an extremely successful visionary because he created his own path without compromising what he saw in each of his works of art. I take a very specific lesson from Tarantino's journey. We have to stop asking permission to see our dreams made. I look at permission as looking at what works and imitating it to see similar or greater success from it. Have you seen what I am talking about? I'm sure you have. When we imitate others, we are not asking for anyone's permission per se. Instead, we are adopting someone else's persona, silencing who we are. If you are creative, but don't have any idea what to do, then it's perfectly fine to seek inspiration from outside sources. But it's also compromising to see another's vision and think, I should do that, but better. What might have been possible is rewritten into, am I following their formula well enough? This, I would argue, is the fundamental reason why school didn't want us to plagiarize or copy someone else's work, even self-plagiarize. It seemed annoying or like extra work because it was the school system forcing us to work off of our own thinking. It has gotten really hard for us to come up with our own opinions and give supporting evidence of them. Instead, it's incredibly easy to copy what someone else has done, especially someone already successful. It's such a shame that we all blame the algorithms of various platforms and claim them to be the controller of what gets popular, so creatives cater to it. The reality is, people see what gets popular, abandon originality, and follow trends to chase views, likes, and popularity. This might be way too optimistic or even naive of me, but we can be popular if we didn't snuff out our own voice to chase views.
See, the rain is nice, but see, I don't really like getting wet.
If popularity is all you seek, then chase views. Chase the trend, by all means. But be warned. It creates a feedback loop. Similar content gets popular. People copy the style and homogenize. The algorithm sees this is what gets views and pushes that most. Then the audience watches that sort of content most. Similar content gets popular. People copy, algorithm, blah, 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 rinse and repeat. One more example I want to bring up that demonstrates this lack of confidence where they choose not to show anything original and just focus on the same formulaic storytelling is television. We all know it's a dying medium at this point. There are many reasons, but my personal hypothesis is the shows made in the last 10 years don't compare in quality and originality of shows made in the 90s and 2000s. Shows like The Wire, Breaking Bad, and even Lost carried such a success at their launches, they kept people watching. A network like CW11 had interesting shows throughout its run before all of the shows became carbon copies of Riverdale. I would consider Supernatural's start one of the strongest beginnings in television, giving it a 15-season lifespan. But too many shows devolved into formulaic storytelling patterns that quickly kills interest in their originality. Arrow was a particularly disappointing show. I remember being super interested in the dark Batman-style reimagining of a cringy superhero Green Arrow. And by season 3, I was predicting the repetitive moments where characters needed to cry about not trusting each other, or lies told that were so prevalent in every single CW show, and subsequently, I started to look elsewhere. I want to emphasize something. The issue is not using inspiration. The issue is needing to copy another formula to mirror your own success. To put this simply, you don't need approval or anyone else's ideas changing your own. Until you start believing in yourself, you won't take the risks necessary to know how to build confidence in your own ideas, in yourself. I guess what I'm saying is, your ideas might be amazing, but we won't ever get the chance to know if you don't show us who you are. So, who are you? Thanks for watching.